my name is Ferenial and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're a regular here. Hello. Today we are in The Sims 4 and we're going to be doing a build tour. Our house today is up on the hill in Del Sol Valley and it is a celebrity home full of all the excess and pointlessly wasted space that any celebrity sim could ever want. This house was kind of built around this one particular idea that I had, and I will save that for a surprise for when we get to that particular spot. I'm not going to show you now. And the front of it here, I cannot help but think that this is like old, what's it called? Like tower for an airport. Like, I know it's not tall enough to be a tower, like a aviation control tower, but I don't know why. That's just the vibes I get from the front of it. But yeah, anyway, it is quite big. It has 2 bedrooms. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 toilets, but 2 full bathrooms. Yeah, let's just dive right in and start exploring. So we have Tony Talk and Fern Nail living in this house currently. We've got this lovely fountain area as you come into the property. This bottom floor is so big and these front doors are so big that I'm struggling to get a grip on how tall I'm supposed to be a sim walking through this, but we'll get there. Okay, so we come in through the giant front doorway and we're greeted with this little landing area. We've got this, I think I'm still too tall, but we've got this, lovely inlay on the floor. We've got some artwork. And then if we come around this way, we've got like a little bit of a gallery walk going on with lots of different artworks that the person who owns this house has collected over the time. And of course, they had to have the dogs playing Don't Wake the Llama, because if you've got that much money to throw around, how could you not buy that house? That painting. Goodness. And just some other artworks on the wall there. Through this door, we have our guest suite. Hi.
Oh.
Why are you naked? Why are you naked watching an eating competition? What is wrong with you, girl? Yeah, I commiserate with the journalist that gets some clothes on. Anyway, this is the guest suite. So they've got a TV and a little lounge area. With a nice fireplace so that they have their own sort of contained area and they don't have to wait for you to wake up to feel fully comfortable. They've got a little kitchenette. Trying really hard not to show off a naked Fern sim here. That's why this is like this. They've got a little kitchenette with a little bar fridge going on so they can make themselves some drinks. I did have a coffee machine in here, but it's disappeared on me. So they can make themselves some coffee. Here is the bed. Fern, really? Just ignore the naked lady. It's lovely. It's got those draping things from high school years. It's very, very lovely. Through here, we have the dressing room or the wardrobe or whatever you would like to call it, really. It's fully kitted out with all sorts of clothes, a nice place to sit, to put your chairs on. Put your chairs on your feet, you know what I mean. To put your shoes on, and then, good, please leave. And then if we come around this way, we've got a lovely little window out to the pool area. Okay, this, I don't know what Fern is doing in here. Are we still, yeah, we're still in here. Again, the lovely bed area. Let's see how much of this I can give you a view of. Oh, getting a view of everything. So that's the sleeping area. And then around here we have the ensuite. It's not divided off from the rest of the room because I wanted this to be free-flowing and lovely and beautiful. And I think it is all of that. So I feel like we're still way too tall. I'd go... What? Excuse me? Fern's naked! What? Tony really appreciated receiving such kind attention from Fern just now. That affection made her feel extra special. Does this mean Tony particularly likes affection? I mean, sure, but at what cost? And now we've got to Now you've ruined my tour. Ooh, fireworks! Anyway. Sorry about that. Hopefully naked fern is no longer in the room. Okay, so we've... Oh, she's not naked fern. Someone's in the room. So this is the overview of the guest bedroom. I went back too far. There's Tony. Here's that. And then, please... Oh, come on, Fern! And then that's the ensuite. That's all you're seeing of the ensuite, apparently, because Fern says no. There you go. Really shouldn't name my sim characters after myself anymore. That's awkward. Through here, we have the entryway to the pool. We'll come back to that in a minute because there's stairs from upstairs. Through here, we have the commercial kitchen. Again, because you're a celebrity, you probably have the money where you can afford to hire a full-time chef. As you can see, someone's been making a toasted cheese. And there's a heap of wine going on there. So this is the idea being they can order down to the kitchen and get whatever they like. Here's the pantry. So garlic cloves, 2 fridges because you need extra fridges in a place like this. And lots of stuff getting made there. A coffee machine. You need a coffee machine. Come on. If we go back around this way and we go upstairs, we start to get into a little bit more of the business end. So we come up and we have the fancy, I'm a real chef, look at my kitchen. A lovely dining area with a banquet table because, of course, your hired chef downstairs is making things. They're bringing it up. They're putting it on the banquet table. Look at that view out here, guys. That's so pretty. That's why you live on the hill. That's why you work really hard to make it in Del Sol Valley. Around here, so yeah, you got your fancy kitchen that you'll see has got no clutter on it apart from artful clutter because, you know. And then back here, you've got a butler's pantry with, like, so if you really wanted to make yourself cake or whatever, you could use the mixers and stuff back here, and you still have the extra clean fake kitchen, we're going to say. And now out here, we have a bar. It's blending in. We'll go through that door over there in a moment. But this here, sorry, my ear is very itchy, is kind of what this whole house sort of, well, was built around / started out with this idea of a walkout room with a terrifying glass floor. For the record, I could never live here. I would never live here. You would not catch me dead going in this room. But this is The Sims. We can do what we want. So you can look down, you see the pool, or you can look down on all the people in Del Sol Valley and be like, I've made it and you haven't. This room is very much just for showing off. It's not super practical. It's just to show off, hey, I have enough money that I can afford to build a floor out of glass and have that glass support a grand piano and a fireplace and couches and all that sort of stuff. So that is this room. In here, we've got just a little half bath for guests to use that aren't staying overnight and stuff, because they'll need to use the toilet eventually. And then out here, my gosh, put some clothes on, girl. Out here, we have the stairs down to the outdoor area, which we'll go to again eventually. And in here, a little pool bathroom area so that visitors using the pool don't have to come inside to use any of your bathrooms. Then through this way, this is the main show kind of thing. It might have been built around that cantilevered kind of... Oh, it's not cantilevered anymore. I put supports up the end. Originally, it was going to be cantilevered. But this is the main suite. It's not a main bedroom. It's the main suite. And you'll see why. So you come in, you're greeted with the banana leaf plant-esque thing. More plants. Immediately, you've got your dressing room with very fancy clothes. You've got places here to put on your makeup and lots of plants going on because it's lovely. And then around this corner, you have your ensuite. You come in here, it's all dark and broody and relaxing. You've got a toilet in here. And then around here, you have a super serene bathtub with a lovely, lovely, lovely fountain. and a little shower alcove in there. These mirrors on the side here very much make this room feel nice and big and spacious, even though it is quite dark. Then if we come out around this way and go down this hallway here, so this joins us out onto the little deck that we were just on before, and you can go down and apparently skinny dip in the pool. In here we have a sauna. Very, I don't know, sauna-y. Lovely, it's very fancy. And here we have an office looking down again upon all the plebs down in Del Sol Valley while we're up on Del Sol Hill. And then we have these stairs. And if we go up these stairs, we get, again, a lovely view of Del Sol Valley. But then this is the actual bedroom area. So you've got a lovely little sitting area so you can sit in front of the fire and, again, look out on all the people below you. Have a little kitchenette so you don't have to go all the way downstairs, for crying out loud, Fern, for a coffee. And you have your bed. Okay, she's covered up now. And then these are some windows that look out to the front, but they're blocked off because this is right where you sleep. You want a little bit of privacy up here. So then if we go back downstairs very gracefully, and we come out these doors that I've alluded to a couple of times, you can see here is that little show-off lounge room with the glass floor. And then we come down here to our outdoor entertaining area. We have another bar because, again, we're rich. We don't have time to be walking up and down stairs all the time just to get another margarita. Where, you know, we have a bar downstairs as well. We've got this lovely, lovely pool. I'm obsessed with how lovely. It's heated because, of course. Lovely ferns over the side there because, of course. Again, the view downstairs. You can sit here with the fireplace and just stare at the fireworks or those lights, and it's lovely. And then over here, we have an outdoor barbecue area where you can tell Tony's here because there is yet again more food that's been made and abandoned. A little place to sit under the stairs there, and a little vegetable garden right next to your barbecue. More little herbs there. So you can cook with fresh produce and all that good stuff. And then back through these doors, this just leads us back into the commercial kitchen, and then your guest suite is just through this wall here. Peekaboo! Here's a better view now that we don't have a naked fern in here. So it's really lovely. I love like the dark brooding colors and all that in here. I wanted to go very dark with the colors where I could, because I don't normally build with very dark colors. So yeah, let's jump out of this view and across into build mode, and I'll give you a quick overview of the layout. The layout in this is a little bit funky, but I think it's very fancy because we've got 3 levels, and a 2-level bedroom. Like, what more says I've made it than a bedroom that's 2 freaking levels? So we came in through these doors down here. This is our little art gallery hallway, and then we came into our guest suite with our walk-in robe and our ensuite. And then we came out into our kitchen and our little kitchen patio area thing. And then up the stairs to our dining room, our show kitchen with the butler's pantry, our interior bath, our showpiece lounge room with the glass floor, half bathroom, pool half bathroom, and then into the main suite. We had our walk-in robe / getting dressed area, our huge ensuite, which I feel is almost bigger than my entire IRL home, our sauna, a little study area looking out across the pool and Del Sol Valley, and then upstairs, our bed and a little lounge room with a fireplace. And then out the back here, our fancy schmancy pool, fireplace, bar, barbecue area, and a nice place to relax. So that is the Del Sol Valley Celebrity Home. It is up on the gallery as we speak. It's just called Celeb House. I'm very original with my names. But if you'd like to play with it and download it, renovate it, whatever you like with it, my gallery ID is perennials_end. I will put it in the description below so you can go and find it if you want to. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!